Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am on my way to Kennebunk for my mammogram, and I have my camera rigged up on my rear view mirror. Now, I have no idea if that is something that a cop would stop me for, but I have perfect view of my rear view, and I don't feel like I have any blind spots, so I'm going to give it a try. My big concern is I have a feeling it might vibrate. I'm just hoping it's not rattly. I should have tried it. Here I am sitting like I can't move. I can move. That's the whole purpose. Well, let's see here if I'm going to be able to straighten you out just a little bit. I have a feeling I'll be getting crooked as we drive, which is okay. Trying to adjust the little grabby legs here. Let's just go. Let's see. Let's see how this works. Off we go. Okay, it's 81 degrees, I'm hot, and yes, let's talk about the shirt. I know it's the same shirt I just wore in my previous video 2 days ago when I went to the doctor, and it's because this is pretty much the only shirt I can wear that I can tolerate when it's hot. Get used to seeing this shirt until fall. I actually wanted to make myself a shirt for today, but my sewing table right now is set up for doodling. I used to have separate doodling and sewing areas, but the doodling area kind of got a little messy, so I'm back to doing both crafts on the same table. Okay, I want to talk to you about a couple things. One is, I want to know, construction worker. I have to stop. It's a girl, not my thing. But she's cute. She was wicked cute. I have to go slow. Oops. I am going slow, you... Oh my God, he was cute. For those of you who purchased yarn for my mother's birthday, I had said that every Afghan she made with that yarn was going to be donated. I'd like to know from those of you who bought the yarn how you would feel if I did a giveaway with one of her Afghans. I would love for one of you to get an Afghan that my mother made, but I don't want to go against what I said. You know, I said that they were for donation, but you know, in a way, it's still for donation. I mean, I'm not fussy with who needs an Afghan. Everybody needs an Afghan. So, you know, let me know, comment either on this YouTube video or comment on the Facebook post that I have this video on, and let me know how you would feel about that if I did a giveaway. And the thing is, I want you to know it would be a giveaway for everyone. It would not be just for those who purchased the yarn. So I want you to know that. It could be somebody who had nothing to do with buying yarn for my mother, could be the winner, and you know, that's fine. I just would like to know. Jeez, am I even recording? Wouldn't that be something if I wasn't? Yes, red dot. Okay, I'm gonna cool off for a sec. Green light. This is so cool that I am on my way to an appointment that would normally be making me so sick. And again, it's not just the appointment. Please remember that as much as I am afraid of this appointment because I've never done it, I don't anticipate well. If I don't know what's going to happen to me, I don't likey. I don't likey that. But the big thing is that I don't like being away from home. I feel safe at home. I want to be working. I want to be sewing. I want to be crocheting. I want to be chatting with you. Of course, I want to be posting deals. I mean, those are the things that I do. And that's what I like. I'm a workaholic when it comes to that. And it's good that it lets me earn a living at home, but it's bad that it makes me want to do nothing else. Red light! We're passing by Walmart. Can't remember what I was talking about. Taking you with me like this, it just takes my mind off it. And since blogging is my job, I feel like recording like this is not only pleasure, but also work. So I don't feel guilty being away from the house because I feel like I'm still working right now. It's been so long that I don't go out. I used to travel all the time and go out all the time, and it was nothing to go to Portland shopping and then from Portland go to Rochester. And I was just always out, always in my car, always doing things. And now I don't do that anymore. But did I finish my previous story? What was I saying? Don't remember. I get sidetracked so easily. So I am on Route 9 from Sanford to Kennebunk, and I grew up traveling this road with my daddy because this is the way he would go to get to the port. He was a lobsterman. I went with him on the boat as much as I could when I was a kid. I used to hate waking up. I mean, some days he would wake me up very early, 4:30. All depended on what the weather was going to be and the tides, and get out of my way! And it would be dark or very cloudy, and I'd say, Dad, I don't want to go today. It's cloudy, because of course I wanted to sunbathe. And he would say, nope, it's going to be a nice one today, so let's go. And sure enough, we would get out on that boat where it was like so foggy we couldn't even see where we were going. And then as time passed, the sun would come out and it would be a beautiful day. And in those days, I liked the sun. I did. I used to like the sun once upon a time. Oh, I just loved being on that boat. I loved it. And I probably shouldn't even be talking about it, because the way I feel right now, extra anxiety, I could start bawling my eyes out, and I don't want to do that. So, but this is the road I traveled with him. And I almost always rode in the back of the truck. Sometimes I was still sleepy, and he always had ropes and, tarps or whatever, different things. And it stunk. I mean, even the back of his truck stunk. But I grew up with that smell. I didn't mind it. It was like comforting to me. It smelled like salty, stinky bait. He would move things around and say, here's a bed for you. And I would just lay down and ride to the port like that in the back of a truck, laying down and sometimes sleep. And then, and this is awful, and I do not recommend anyone trying this, but a lot of times I used to just stand up and hold, my hands on the top of the truck and just ride like that. Again, in those days, we did things like that. And when I think of how dangerous that was, I mean, that was dangerous. So that was how I spent my summers as a kid, and I just loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I felt like my father was a genius because he knew so much about the ocean. Okay, enough. Going by the blueberry plains. When I was a kid, we used to be able to, you could work here picking blueberries, and I used to always say I wanted to work and pick blueberries and make money, and I never did that. I think anybody could just come. I don't know how it worked. Even when I was very young, I was business minded, and I would be like, I could work and I could make money and I could do this and I could do this, but I had zero self-confidence. Zero. It was like I was crippled by anxiety and fear and lack of confidence. So as much as I would have loved to do things like that, it was never going to happen. So I get to live out my business dreams now, and I still have zero self-confidence. And it might seem very weird that I say that when I put the stuff that I put out there on YouTube, but you have to remember, while I'm talking right now, as much as I absolutely feel like you are right here, you're right there, you are right there with me. It's like I can see you, I can feel you. See me, feel me. Oh my God. what? Oh my goodness. Okay, so you have to remember that the whole time I'm doing this, in the back of my mind, I can say, none of this has to go up. None of it. And I just say, just talk. I can edit everything out. I can just not even post the video. But then after I do it all, it's like, okay, I'll edit it. I enjoy the editing process. It's very creative and, you know, just fun. And there's so much for me to learn, and I want to learn more. So I'll start doing the editing, and that's very time consuming. So after I'm done editing, it's like, oh my goodness, I have to post it. So then I post it, and then I am instantly sick to my stomach, and I have to run away from the computer. It's like, I am so afraid that everybody's gonna it's gonna be the final straw. Like, oh my God, this woman is absolutely whacked. So it's like, I go and I crochet, or I do something, and I get away from the computer, and then after it's up for a little while, I come to see if there's any comments, and it's almost like I tiptoe to the computer, so like you don't know that I'm coming, as if, you know, it's like, I don't want you to hear me. And I'll look at comments, and I'm not very worried about getting bad comments on my actual Facebook page, because I think that anybody who follows me knows if they said something horrible about me right there in public, that you guys, the majority of you, would jump down their throat. So I think I'm well protected in that way. But I do get private messages that are not so pretty. It's like, how can you say awful things? I mean, like that. These people, they just blow my mind. Anyway, so I'll tiptoe up to the computer to see if there's any comments. And I mean, I gotta tell you, I love good comments. I mean, it just uplifts me. It's just like such a good high. I just love it. Oh my goodness, I'm so hot. So please leave comments if you want to. Get out of my way. God, somebody pulls right in front of me while I got somebody right behind me. But I love comments. I don't know. I'm almost afraid to enjoy this, because it's like, once I start to enjoy something, I feel like it's going to go away, or it does go away, and then I'm afraid I'll never have joy again. It's a whole new dynamic, this whole thing, but I'm telling you, I feel freer than I have probably my entire life. Most of you know that I drank, and I drank big time. That is how I got by, because, you know, to me that was freeing then. I had to be drunk to do anything, and, you know, of course that wasn't the way to do it. Then when I stopped drinking back in 2000, and when I say I stopped drinking, I still would have a drink once in a while. I would actually keep track of it, and, you know, but I was drinking daily. So I went from daily to like maybe once or twice a month, and then I just lost interest like that. And every day that I felt like drinking, I would say, if I want to drink when I get up tomorrow, I will drink. And the thing is I was never a morning drinker, never a morning smoker, but I would give myself permission to drink tomorrow. I will drink tomorrow if I'm still feeling like this when I wake up. And that's how I would get through the day. And of course the morning would come, and I didn't feel like drinking, and then, you know, and then come like 2 o'clock and I'd want to start drinking. I'd say, if I feel like drinking tomorrow, I will drink. So it slowly went from like a couple times a month, and then I would have a night here and there that I would drink too much, but I just kept saying it's okay. It was such an improvement of what I was doing that I was totally happy with that. And I had it set in my mind that I would never at that point on get behind the wheel of a car. Now, did I used to? Yes, I did. It's awful. When I think of, it's just awful, but I'm sure I'm not the only one. I mean, now I'm not saying it's right, because we all did it, but we all did it. But I don't think people did it until they were 40. I said, as long as I don't drive, as long as my drinking has reduced greatly, I was okay with that. And then it just got less and less, and then it was down to like maybe twice a year. And now I know I haven't had not even a drop of alcohol since last August. I had 2 screwdrivers at a restaurant, and And, I've just not had the opportunity to have a drink, so I just haven't. But if the opportunity rises, I have no problem with having a drink now and then. It's never going to come back to drinking. I know some can never touch alcohol, or they go right back to it. That is not my situation. And I'm not saying that because I'm like some kind of special alcoholic. Well, I should never say never. We never know what circumstances could happen. But I can promise you, if I ever went back to drinking, which I don't see that happening ever, but if I ever went back to drinking like I used to, it certainly wouldn't be because I had 2 screwdrivers a year ago. That, it would take something more than that. So, okay, a little bit more about me. Oh my God, I worry about what I'm going to tell you guys when I'm on the road like this. So much to tell. I don't know. I just hope that I somehow help some people who might just be like me. I don't know if there is anybody like me. I really don't. Boy, that woman crossed the road on a bike right... And she has blue jeans on, a blue shirt, and I swear to God, blue hair. Light blue hair. I wish I could have turned the camera so you could see her. It was long blue hair, and she wasn't young, not like a teenager. She looked like my age, like an elder. Okay, so back to my videos. On my birthday, on Monday, it will be a year since I put my first YouTube video up. And it was my friend Jane who got me into it. She showed me a few videos that she thought I would like. And of course I had seen YouTube before and I've been dabbling with the idea, but I just was like, I'm never going to be able to do that. Never. She showed me a video. The girl was just so upbeat and herself, and I was like, I can do this. And I was just so inspired to be real and to just not care anymore. I'm so tired of caring what people think. And it's like, I don't care like what people think, like I'm going to be hurt personally. I have to consider things like I have an online business. It's how I make my living. So if I start putting stuff out there that's going to make people go away, that's not good. So I was like, well, you know what? Yes, people will go away. Every time I make changes, I lose readers. Every time. But I gain other readers. So every time I make a change that's more towards something that's the true me, I gain readers who like the true me. That works out better because now my audience is the right audience. So I started by doing just my, like the Shaw's flyer and things where I was recording the screen on my computer so nobody saw me. It was just my voice. That was hard enough as it is. And I did that for 6 months. And then when we did the yarn for my mother's birthday, I wanted to thank everybody personally. And I was like, okay, the thanks I wanted to give, and I appreciated that yarn so much for my mother. It was just so exciting for me. I knew it would be so exciting for her and so awesome. So I thought I will do videos opening the boxes of yarn, and that's how I got started. That was the very first time that I did the video with this showing. And the world didn't end. Okay, I gotta pay attention here. I'm in Kennebunk and I'm looking for, I don't know. I know I go past Rite Aid, just looking for the sign with the boob on it. I can't believe I'm going for a mammogram and I didn't dwell on it. What time is it? 1:17? My appointment's at 1:30. What the heck? How come it took me so long to get here? It's because I drive like an old lady. I drive very slow. Is this it? Is this it? It could be it. Southern Maine Healthcare Lab Sleep. No, that's the sleep. I don't know where I am. I'm supposed to be on some road that goes to Live Well or something. Pediatrics. Oh, I'm on Shape. That's good. Live Well is off Shape, so I'm gonna keep it going. Live Well. I remember it said North Tower, and I see North Tower. Oh my God, I'm so hot suddenly. I just want to pass out. I'm sick to my stomach. I don't know. I don't want to do this. this. I don't want to go. I'm going down roads with the arrow in the wrong direction. That means I'm going the wrong way. All right, we're going to park. We're going to do this. I seriously doubt that I'll be doing any recording while I'm in there. Bye-bye. I'm in the building. I'm scared. And I've already cried. Okay, I'm going. I did it. Oh my goodness, you guys. I did it. It was so easy. It was... I can't even explain the joy I feel right now, the great relief. The anxiety is able to drain from my body. Well, at least some of it. There's always anxiety. I almost have a headache from the recovery period of all the anxiety I've been suffering. So here's how it went. I got in and I started to cry at the window. Not like big noticeable tears. You know, it was like I could get away with just pretending I yawned a couple times. And I knew whoever was going to take me in that room was going to be sweet. But again, please remember that I had absolutely no clue what I was getting into. But when I saw the machine, I said, oh, I think I've seen this. Maybe did Oprah do a mammogram on TV or something? One of my biggest fears about the pain is my doctor says I have fibromyalgia. I'm not convinced because I never want to think I have anything. But one thing that I do suffer from is very, very sensitive. It's not like I don't know if it's sensitive skin or sensitive muscles, but like, for instance, you know, if somebody just like pokes me like that on any soft part of my body, it's all soft. It hurts so much just touching like this. If somebody like in a store were to come up and just jokingly poke me, I think I would smack them. I mean, I think I would just knock their head off. It just shoots pain through my brain. It's very hard to explain. So I was really worried that it was going to really hurt. I explained that to her, so she was very good, and I'm sure she would have said this to everybody, but you know, she's like, if it's uncomfortable or whatever, you just tell me, we back up. So I think what I've discovered is that because the area that they're flattening, it's not like I'm being poked, but it's just a general flattening, so it's not as sensitive. So it was a breeze. I mean, I was so worried. So after she did the first one, now I broke down. I was like, I was crying tears of joy, and I feel like I'm going to again now, but I just couldn't believe that I did it. And now I'll never be afraid to come again. I'll come every year. It was just such an all-around good experience. I had a wonderful person. Her name was Vanjie, Angie with a V. And she just couldn't have been any sweeter. And I even told her how it was you guys who were getting me here today. I just cannot believe that I did it. It's been on my mind. You know, you're supposed to start around 40, and I'm going to be 55 on Monday, and it's been on my mind all these years. I'm just so relieved. I really want to suggest that any of you out there who are scared, because I don't know if anybody can be more scared than me. I imagine things so bad because I just, you know, I know how it feels to poke my arm. So to me, flattening my boob with a machine, I mean, it just sounded so horrible. I just can't believe I did it. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support. I mean, I post something and you guys are right there. I mean, I can post a concern I have and you guys are there within like minutes. I have comments, and I just appreciate all of you so much. Okay, we have to go to Walmart. I don't have to turn the camera off. I forgot. Now I'm gonna be honest. If I was still a drinker, this would be a time where I would be going out and getting plastered. It always was like that for me. Anytime I accomplished something, I was more of a celebration drinker than a depression drinker. The sad thing is it didn't take much for me to want to celebrate, you know. Oh, I did the dishes, time to get drunk. But I don't need that anymore. I'm one of the lucky ones. I was able to stop and not have it be an everyday struggle. I mean, at the beginning, it was a bit of a struggle. Like I said, I used to just say, I can drink tomorrow, drink tomorrow. And then I would just get through days like that. And then, it just went away. And then, of course, after I quit drinking, it was easy to quit smoking. I still smoked for a little while, but cigarettes went with alcohol. I wasn't the kind of person that got out of bed and lit up a cigarette. I had booze in my hand, I'd have a cigarette in my hand. Once the booze was gone, it just didn't cut it for me. I wish there was a light here. I don't like to have to make a decision as to when I pull out, especially not when there's 3 lanes. I like a light to tell me. I want the light to decide. I should actually go right and go down and turn around. I don't like making left turns. I'm an old lady now. Oh my gosh. Why am I doing this? Oh my God. Is there a chance? I have a chance. I'm in! Yay! Okay, I don't know why I feel like talking about alcohol today, but it's just margarita time. I'm just kidding. And I don't mean to make light of it, because I know there are people who suffer big time with not drinking. But one thing I had to do is, now I drank booze in anything. Juice, soda, milk, coffee brandy, Kahlua, and I've even was so desperate before that I melted popsicles because I didn't have anything in the house to make a drink with. So to me, everything that I would drink had an association with alcohol. So I drank water, and still to this day I drink water. And for years since I quit, I would not drink milk because milk needed coffee brandy. So I couldn't drink any kind of juice. If I take a sip of orange juice, that's supposed to have vodka. If I take some pineapple juice, that's supposed to have rum. Soda, the same thing. If I drink a soda, I feel like there's supposed to be some booze in there. So that's what I did for a very long time. And, now I can enjoy a soda now and then, but I try to pick sodas that almost taste like booze, like Moxie or tonic water, stuff like that. They're weird tasting. But anyway, that's just the way I've dealt with it. I know everybody has their own journey, their own story, their own way. I don't know why I'm talking so much about alcohol. I don't know. Just what I feel like talking about. Left turn, yield on green. What? Oh, the Dairy Queen is still there. My father and I used to get coffee shakes. Okay, different subject. What can we talk about? I have no idea what the speed limit is right now. All right. I don't like going into Walmart because it's hot in there, and I swear there's like 1 register open and 1,000 people wanting to go through it. I think I've got just like 4 things on my list, and that's what I'm gonna grab. I've been noticing that, all my videos, you could see my paper towels in the back seat. I'm like, I wonder if anybody's gonna mention, like, when are you gonna take those paper towels in? So today, when I was starting to record, I could see those paper towels, and I just moved them out of view. So they're in this car, but you'll never know how long that they're gonna be in this car, because now you won't see them. Could be a long time. Right, I have to decide where. Oh, I could have parked right there. I'll go around to get that spot. I'm at Walmart. I'm gonna take it in with me. Let's go. I'm alone. You saw the celery and the carrots, and then I also picked up a bag of Jazz apples. Where does it say Jazz? These are good. And then I also picked up some tomatoes, because I'm going to be snacking on a lot of fresh veggies. My mother wants broth, and this is the kind we've been getting. It's Orrington Farms, and it's $3, and it's a powder, so you don't have to, break up that cube. Very good. I forgot that I was talking out loud. There was a man there. Now it's just my Benadryl. I still can't believe I had a mammogram. It's like I want to tell absolute strangers about it. Hello, look at this thing. Okay, this is what I get. Equate. allergy relief. It's the equivalent to Benadryl. Should we walk around a little bit since I'm in such a good mood? Let's go look at shoes. I see clearance shoes. Look at my hair. I like shoes that I can just slip on and off because I don't like to bend over to do shoes. I'll show you what I'm wearing right now. These are my little clogs that I absolutely adore. They're not clogs, they're wedges. Skylar loved them, but she said I can't wear those with jeans. But I can. Oops, I'm sorry. Where are women's shoes? They don't have crap for shoes here. All right, I'm already getting tired. I guess that's it.
I have no way to How are you today?
Good, how are you? 1602. What hairdos I have. I'm hopeless. I'm semi-hopeless. I showed you everything that I got in the store. What you saw is what I got. I didn't pick up anything else. I wasn't sneaky. No potato chips, no crackers, no nothing, no candy. I really would have liked to walk around and look at a few more things, but I was just getting bad, getting tired. My back was hurting. And believe it or not, my arms are starting to hurt from the position of the mammo machine. Oh, that sounds cool. Mammo machine. I'm just tired. I'm exhausted. It's been a big day for me. I can't stress enough how much I thank you guys for being there. I hope that in some way I help some of you because I feel like I don't deserve this awesome online family that I have. I mean, I really don't know what I have done to deserve this. I don't know. To me, things just happen for a reason. You know, 4 years ago, I started getting tired of sewing. I started couponing, and then 4 months into my couponing, I started my blog, and I instantly got followers, small group, good group, tight group, and it just went from there. And I really feel like I have the best fans and followers out there. I mean, I just do. I'm lucky, very, very lucky. I feel blessed to have you in my life. I feel guilty too, and those are the things I struggle with. It's like I don't deserve this, and it makes me almost want to run away because like this is wrong. You know, I'm not supposed to feel good. So, jeez, oh. The horns. I hate it. I hate the horns so much. See, that sent like an electric shock through my body. Oh my goodness. Complicated. Okay, we did it. I can't thank you enough. Mwah.